Here we go once again. I am so ready for you ladies here tonight. We are going to be talking about peace. We are talking about peace tonight, ladies. What we need is peace. Thought we needed so many things. What we need is peace, ladies, and that's what we're getting into tonight. So come on in, step on into Chitter Chatter. Go ahead and get ready. Tonight, in honor of St. Patrick's Day, I am making Hulks, which is my favorite green drink. So that's what we're going to be drinking tonight, ladies. And I'm going to go ahead and get started with that mix in just a second. Because first things first, I want to come in and say hey to everyone. I want you ladies to come in and share and drop your names, drop some comments, whatever you want to just jump in and say. Because we are going to type into peace tonight. That's what we're getting into, which is a real heavy hitter. So I got some heavy drinks. We got the Hennessy tonight. This is going into the Hulk. I'm not even a Hennessy drinker, but in honor of St. Patrick's Day, I'm going to make my favorite green drink the proper way. I normally make it with Jack Daniels, but tonight I'm going to do it the right way, the way you're supposed to make it, with the Hypnotic and the Hennessy. So, ladies, if you're here, welcome. I'm so glad to have you. Thank you for joining me here on Chitter Chatter. Go ahead and drop some comments, share, just go ahead and get comfortable, because we're tapping into peace tonight, ladies, because that's what we need. It's not, we need money and men and happiness and all of those things. But if you're not at peace with those things, then they won't even matter. So we're tapping into peace tonight. And first things first, like normal, ladies, I'm going to tell you that we're going to go ahead and we're going to mix our drink. So these are the ingredients for the Hulk. And if you mix it just right, this will last you all week long. So first things first, because I want to show you how to make the perfect green. That's how you get the perfect Hulk. And I got all my ingredients here today. So I'm going to mix them in this. But you know I like ice. So I'm going to go ahead and put my ice in this cup. In honor of St. Patrick's Day, we are drinking Hulk. I already showed you the Hennessy. And we got the Hypnotic too. This is really just used for chaser. I'm not really into sweet liquor. And you know what? My mom told me to come on here and explain to you guys why I have a drink. Not that I have to explain that, but in our society, especially when it comes to Christian women and women that believe in God, they believe that they can't have a good time. It's okay to drink. It's okay to have a good time and mix and mingle and just enjoy life. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. It's not okay to get drunk and be sloppy and be all over the place. That's why we drinking these drinks the way we're drinking them and mixing them how we're mixing them. And like I said, if you mix this drink right, it will last you all week. How you get the perfect green color with the Hulks is you mix 2 Hypnotic shots per 1 Hennessy shot. And I'm going to make it as in a big drink. So I'm going to do 3 Hennessy shots. That's 3 Hennessy shots and 6 Hypnotic shots. That's going to give you the perfect green concoction. And that's going to last us throughout the whole night. Let's tap into that. Don't drink this all in one night, ladies, unless you want to have a good night. I mean, do you? But hey, I wouldn't advise it. This like I said, if you mix this drink just right, it will last you all week. So 3 Hennessy shots. Sorry about that, ladies. Here we are, right back into it. Didn't even go into pouring the drinks. Not even going to let what just happened even go overboard. So, like I said, it's 3 shots of Hennessy, and it's 1 shot of Hypnotic per shot of Hennessy. So we're doing 6 shots of Hypnotic. Not really mad. We're going to just keep moving forward. This is going to give you the perfect green, because when you're making a Hulk, you want the perfect green so that it can help you. That's 2. 3. 4. 5. And 6. And that is all that we're going to mix for this particular drink. And it's going to give you the perfect green for when you are making these drinks. I really got to start putting all my stuff on Do Not Disturb before I start my lives and things, because I don't know why people would even call me. Why they know it's Chitter Chatter. It's Chitter Chatter time. So why would you be calling me? I don't know, but we're going to continue on. And listen, look at that, ladies. That is the perfect green for the drink. These are the Hawks. And I'm going to pour this on some ice. And then we're going to get started with our Chitter Chatter, ladies. First things first, we got to mix our drink. And we had to mix it just right with the right amount of green concoction for St. Patrick's Day. This is my favorite green drink, ladies. So we're going to put that on some ice. And we're not going to drink this whole thing. We're going to mix this in the ice. And that's going to cool that off. And I don't even need the big glass I thought I was going to need. So we're just going to leave that like that. And tonight I have my strainer as well. So we're going to put that right on top of that. And we're drinking out of this tonight. Now, you should only need 1 of these to get you through the night. Maybe 2. Because it's all nice and chilled now. Perfect. That is perfect. It's the perfect green. I wish I could have got a little. Actually, I do. Got a little more ice. Let's taste that. Ooh. Ladies, that is good. Be careful with the Hulk. Because you know how the Hulk get. Just like the character. You get too many of these in your system, you might. So that is my very favorite green drink, and that's what we're drinking tonight here on Chitter Chatter as we tap into peace. And like I was telling you earlier, ladies, it's okay to have a drink. It's okay to step outside and have a good time, as long as you are within balance. You're okay. You're not overwhelmed. You're not too drunk. Enjoy yourself and have fun. That is okay. That is what we need to realize as Black women. We are allowed to have fun and enjoy ourselves and have a drink. And speaking of Black Girl Beauty, well, I'm going to tell you about our blackgirlbeauty.org group. If you haven't joined our group, send me a message so that I can send you an invite. It's a private group. That is where we ladies come and we speak to each other. We get to know each other. We dialogue. We speak about everything that goes on Chitter Chatter and the Amanda Manigault Show and all the things that we offer. We want you ladies to come in and interact with each other. And when we jump in and we ask questions, feel free to jump in and answer those questions and get to know other Black women in your community, near and far, because not everyone in the group is around the way. Some people are from all sides of the country, and that is where we come as Black women, just to educate each other and tap into issues that we don't normally tap into. That is Black Girl Beauty, ladies, and that is what we're trying to do. We're trying to elevate Black women and help us get to levels and tap into things that we usually don't, because it's so easy for us to ignore what we have going on. It's so easy for us to just just set aside how we feel and our issues and the things that we ignore. And that's how we get overwhelmed. And that is what Chitter Chatter is about. So that we can sit and talk about those things, because sometimes you just need to get them off your chest. So I'm going to tell you how to connect with me. You can connect with me on the blackgirlbeauty.org group. You can follow me on Instagram. I am Uniqua. That's IAMUNIQUIA. For anyone that doesn't know how to spell my name, don't forget my I. And Coco Plum, 2 U's. You can also follow me on Facebook. I am Uniqua Manigault. You can go to my website, iamuniqua.com. Again, that's IAMUNIQUIA.com, and blackgirlbeauty.inc. You can also go to the website to shop, because we have apparel. You can come get your Black Girl Beauty shirts. You can get the lipstick. Speaking of this lipstick that I have on, we're going to jump into our beauty tip, because right now this lipstick that I have on is on sale on the website. On our website, let me go ahead and put that up for you. It's actually on sale. There it is on the website right now for $14.99. It's usually $20. This is the Beatrice. It's on shop.blackgirlbeauty.inc, shop.blackgirlbeauty.com. So that's where you ladies go to get the lipstick, shop.blackgirlbeautyinc.com. And I'm going to get a note for that, because I was told to write that down and I did not. So my fault. Shop.blackgirlbeautyinc.com. Beatrice lipstick. This is the color. It is on sale right now. And if you jump on the website, you can see all the amazing new products that we have. We have lipsticks, we have lip glosses, we have eyeshadows. We have so many new products that are on the website, with shirts, masks, everything that you need. We have Black Girl Beauty. We also have some hoops available for you ladies. If you were watching a while back when we were doing our challenges, we have so many things available on our website. So jump on over there and check it out. And this lipstick, the Beatrice, is on sale right now, 20% off. You can jump on there and get that as well. So jump on over to the website and check out everything that we have going on. So again, if you're just now tuning in, welcome to Chitter Chatter. I am your host, Lay Plum, Uniqua, and we're tapping into peace tonight. My music keeps going, and I don't know what's going on with that. We're tapping into peace tonight, ladies, and I'm going to tell you how I came into peace, because peace is one of those things that we don't really focus on. We're focused on being happy. We're focused on getting money. We're focused on building our family. We're focused on everything but peace. Peace is really when you have all of those things and you're content. It's not really happiness. We think peace is happiness. Happiness is a state of mind. And as those state of minds come and go, you can be happy one minute, and the next minute you break your fingernail and you're frustrated. And after that, something else happens, and now you're going from frustrated to mad. Those all are emotions that are a state of mind. But peace is everlasting. And how I tapped into peace was getting close to God and building my faith. Because that is what you understand in faith, and getting close to God will help you understand things that you didn't even know that you didn't understand. That's why it's important to build your faith, so that you can begin to tap into parts of you that you didn't know that you weren't tapping into. So that is what we're going to be speaking on, tapping into peace. Because when you're peaceful, ladies, when you're at peace, we don't walk around being petty. When you're at peace, you're not walking around being hateful and nagging and doing all the things that unpeaceful people do. Because we like to say we're at peace. Oh, I'm good. I got it handled. I'm good. But we really don't be having it good. We really just say that so that we can move forward and people just get out of our business. And we're going to take one sip to that, ladies. Get your heart. Perfect green concoction. Perfect green. When you tap into peace, you won't have to be so petty and miserable. And that is why I said building your faith helps you do that. Because when you can tap into your faith, when you get closer to God, you understand things on a different level. You understand why things happen. A lot of times in life, we're so mixed up on, why did this happen to me? Oh, this is so unfair. Oh, I can't believe such and such did this. When we don't really understand that sometimes we needed what happened to happen exactly the way it happened for us to understand what was really happening to us. Sometimes in order for us to grow, we have to feel things. We have to see things happen. And you don't really see it and understand it unless it's happening right there to you with someone you least expected. And that's why I say tapping into your faith will unlock that for you. Because when you get closer to God, he helps you understand who you are and helps you to tap into things and you understand how life works. And when you can understand that, and it helps you walk a more straight and narrow path. And when you begin to walk the path that you're supposed to walk and live life the way you're supposed to live, you get comfortable. You find peace. You understand things. And when things happen, you like, you know what? I get it. I'm not with it. It wasn't right. I'm not cool, but I get it. And when you can understand it and you can get it, you don't get mad so easily. Things don't really trigger you. You really are at a happy, peaceful place. That's knowing God. Knowing God is being a happy, peaceful person. It's being at a happy, peaceful place. I'm happy because I know that everything that's happening to me right now is happening for my good. And I've always been nervous to talk about this because I never wanted to seem hypocritical and I never wanted to sound crazy. Because when you really know faith, sometimes trying to describe it to people that don't know faith, it really sounds crazy. And that's why I've always been reserved when it came to it. But as black women, as black Americans, period, we need to understand that it's okay to be human, make mistakes, and get to know who you are. That's how you get to know you. You make mistakes, you do things, and you grow. And when you understand God and you know who he is, you can grow better because you know that you forgive yourself. You'll forgive others. You'll love others. You'll do things and you'll try to be the way that he was. And that's the level that I'm trying to help everyone that I know understand, because knowing God at that level is amazing. And that brings me into this poem that I wrote specifically for this. It's called Let Me Explain. And it's really just basically explaining how I deal with my faith and how my faith brought me to a peaceful state of life, because that's really what we need, ladies. Let me explain. For years, I feared to speak about my faith. I feared to you I'd sound insane because God works in mysterious ways. And those mysterious things sound crazy to explain. I'm not making this up. God has shown up and out for me. That's why I want and urge you to believe. Get close to God and all your worldly desires will navigate to you. Live by his rules. Believe his word is true and watch him show up and out for you. Everything I've asked him for, he gives to me exactly how I asked it for. Many times I received and realized I never really wanted it to. Whether I wanted it or not, he gave it to me because I asked for it. That's the power of faith if only you believe. Many will say they don't know how to pray, and I'm here to tell you that's okay. There's no right or wrong to say, God, I need you, and that's the best prayer to pray. You see, he knows what you need. He just needed you to come to him. When you realize you need God, he'll really show up and you'll quickly begin to win. But here's the other side that many fail to receive. Because he blesses us, he also expects things. You know, in life, you must give to receive. And if you truly believe in your faith, you would give generously, whatever you have to give. And that's not always easy. Actually, most times it's always hard and very complicated. But that's how you show your faith. It's a give and take situation. You have to have faith that all things that happen to you happen and are happening for your good. You somehow needed what you got. That's how you keep moving forward when all you want to do is stop. Being faithful is hard. The more you believe, the harder it gets. But as your faith grows stronger, you understand it's always worth it. I've gone through some things, but I now know God was molding me, opening my eyes, expanding my mind, and providing me tremendous opportunities. But before he blessed me, he always tests me just to be sure I was prepared for whatever I asked for in my prayer. These days, I'm very particular about what words I put out into the atmosphere. I know the power of words, and I answer to a big God who always has his eye on me. I can't worry about humans and the things they say and believe. I can't allow my desires to feel good in the moment block me from feeling good for life. God tests me, and if I fail, I take that test again until I get it right. I'm not perfect, but I don't play with or about my faith. I've personally witnessed God work in mysterious ways. I know he will do just as his word said he will. That's why I choose his word most times, regardless of how I feel. It was my faith that gave me peace. In moments when I should have felt defeat, those moments amaze no one more than they amaze me. How can I feel so complete in the middle of catastrophe? How is my head holding high when my shoulders feel so heavy? It's the God in me. Whenever I come face to face with controversy, I turn to God. But he knew this moment was coming. He knew I'd be here, but he prepared me for this, for there's no running. Here, I can choose to trust God and walk through the flames. I couldn't let fear defeat me and remain the same. This time, I'll try and trust his word. And if it works out for me, I know God is real. That's how it begins. And now today, I know the deal. I speak things into my life and I watch them occur. I speak to my family and my friends, and I'm careful with my words. I had to change my life because I know God and I know how he works. I'm not willing to allow my flesh to ruin what I've witnessed occur. I don't always do as I could, but every time I don't, God shows me why I should. And this all may sound crazy to you, but I can't make this up. It's all true. I would be dead and gone if I were living for me. You don't have to trust my word. Try God yourself. Ask and believe, and you will receive. Truth be told. And that poem right there was just me explaining how I handle my faith, how I deal with my faith, how I understand God and got to know God, and how that brought me closer to his word, to the Bible and everything, and how that also brought me close to peace. And I said all that to say, when you get closer to God and you get closer to peace, living life is easy. Living life and doing what the Bible says to do is easier. It's not easy. It's easier. You can understand. It's like you have the choice to pick and choose what you decide to do. And if you really tap into the Bible and you start reading it, most of the scriptures and the things they tell you to do and not to do are really for better, for the better of you. Rules are placed in position to keep order, to keep you in line, to keep things flowing the way they need to flow. And that's basically what the Bible is. And that's how you live your life, not trying to be perfect and trying not to do things because you think you shouldn't do it because your aunties and uncles said you shouldn't. It's really getting to know God in the relationship and getting to know what he has for you and what he has planned for you. There, and when you get to know that, you become at peace. You accept yourself for who you are, you and all your flaws. And you won't want to get too drunk when you're drinking. You may not even want to drink anymore ever again. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said getting close to God is a personal journey. And it's something that you have to tap into. And wherever that leads you, that's how you have to let it lead you. And when you're okay with that and you get close to that and you really tap into that, you find peace. And once you begin to find peace on a spiritual level, it flows naturally on the mental level and the financial level and every other level. Because as a man thinketh, so is he. When you get your mind on a spiritual wave and you begin to tap into yourself on another level, you find peace. And that is what we need in our lives, ladies. We need peace. We need to be able to understand why things are happening to us. We need to understand who we are. We need to understand what it is that we like about ourselves and how we do that. And the only way for us to do that is to really release what we are and what we think we are and allow God to groom us and get to know us without dealing with what we think Bob, Joe, Dick, and Harry, Tom, and Tina are going to say about what we choose to do with our lives. Because the thing about growth and the thing about, that's why it's called building your faith and building yourself up, because it does not happen overnight. You won't just wake up and decide that, oh, I'm a Christian and I'm walking a Christian life and I don't go out, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't curse, I don't do any of those things. Because one day you're going to have a bad day and you're going to slip up and you might do all of those things. And then what are you going to say? Are you no longer faithful? Is his word no longer true? That is why you have to find peace knowing that you're going to make mistakes. You find peace knowing that people are going to say hateful things to you. You find peace knowing that this road is not going to always be easy for you. But you do know that he will not leave you and you will always have someone there with you. That's how you keep going forward. That's what forces you to walk in your light even when it's not as easy as you thought it was going to be. It is not easy for me to get in front of you and speak about all the things that I have going on in my life emotionally. This is episode 7 of Chitter Chatter. Every episode, I have tapped into a different level of me and exposed to you a different part of me, because I feel like that's what we have to do as Black women. We have to expose ourselves so that others can know that we're not the only ones going through things, so that we can also show other Black women how to grow on a positive note. Because so often we hate on each other and we bash each other and we beat each other down, when sometimes a lot of us are looking for guidance. A lot of us are looking for understanding. A lot of us don't know. And when you come to, a lot of things that turn a lot of people, period, away from religion and the church is the judgments, the hypocritical, the hypocrites. When no one is perfect, no one lives a perfect life. So when if you feel, a lot of people feel like they can't go to church if they're not perfect. They feel like they can't be around the word and be around godly people if they're not perfect, knowing that we all make mistakes. If we can take away this shield that we have in front of us and step into peace and accept ourselves for who we are, we can really heal. And a lot of the demons that we're holding on to, and a lot of the demons that we have trapped inside of ourselves because we're so busy trying to hide them and act like they don't exist, we can really tap into them and release them. You can't release a demon as long as you're holding on to it and trying to hide it. That's why you have to find peace with yourself. You have to get to know who you are, get to know God so that he can allow you to release yourself and tap into who you are. And I'm going to go ahead and see if my mom is online, because I want her to tap into this as well, because she knows faith on a whole nother level. And when you tap into faith, you can understand peace. And it's a like I said, it's a sensitive topic. And that's my mouth. And I've always been nervous to step out and speak about it, because I don't want to be judged, and I don't want to have to defend who I am and how I decide to live my life, because I have an understanding with I have an understanding with my relationship with God, and it also brought me to peace on a whole nother level. And you have to really know me to understand that, because sometimes I had to really tap into the fact that every problem that I was getting into wasn't everybody else. And I had to tap into every issue that I was having wasn't everybody else. And for me to do that, I had to really sit back and wonder what is my real issue. And the real issue at the end of the day was that I wasn't at peace. You know, you can be doing so many things at so many times that you don't even realize that you're not at peace. You're so jumbled up. And if you're just now tuning in with us, I want to go ahead and tell you hey, welcome to Chitter Chatter. Go ahead and share, drop some comments. Tell me what you ladies think about the topic. Tell me what you ladies think about peace. Tell me what you ladies think about faith. And do you think that faith and religion tie into each other? Faith and peace. Because what I'm telling you is, if you build your faith and you tap into your relationship with God, whatever it is, because like I'm gonna keep saying it, a relationship with God is a personal journey. No one can tell you what you need in your life. We don't know. I don't know what you may need. You don't know what you may need. That is how faith works. In the beginning, we don't know what we need. That's why in the poem I said that, because I've spoken to a lot of family and friends, and they've said to me, hey, I'm Paula. My godmom is on live. Hi, everybody that's here. I'm so thankful to have you guys tuning in, and I hope you're learning a lot about peace and tapping into faith, because a lot of us, we have our faith. Use your faith, ladies, to help you find peace. Don't just use faith to guide us through the day. That's what I'm tapping into. The power of faith, the power of prayer, the power of finding peace. And you find peace through faith. And the only way you can really tap into that is when you release all the judgment, release all the what I think this should be and how it should be. Because when you get close to God, when you begin to build your own relationship with him, he's going to knock all that out. He's going to show you the path that he's going to lead you down is not going to involve the stuff you don't need to be involved in. It's not going to involve the people you don't need to be involved with. And I'm not telling you what I think. I'm telling you what I know. That's why I said it sounds crazy, but if you really let it play out in your life, you'll see it happening. I just really one day woke up and started reading the Bible, just simply reading the Bible. And it put things on my mind, and my days were going different. One day I wake up and me and a friend that I was speaking to for weeks, we just not vibing today. No argument, no hate, no nothing. Just one day the energy is just not the same. We're not vibing anymore. So I separate myself. And I'm not saying this is happening. I'm just saying this is how it happens. You just separate yourself. You're not calling as much no more. You're not talking as much no more. And your days are feeling much better. Your load is a little lighter. Your attitude is a whole lot better. That is God working in mysterious ways. Somehow, some way, you just came around this person out of nowhere. The energy is different. Now you're no longer hanging with them. Now you're feeling better. Now things are happening better. That is a real life I don't even know the word for it. That's if God removing people from your life that's not supposed to be in your life. That's that happening in real life. You don't know why you no longer feel the energy and the vibe of this person. But today you read your Bible and you getting that word in your spirit and you got your mind focused on, like, they might have told you this, the word might have just been talking about something in particular that day. And then something in particular just like that might have happened to you that day. And you're going to keep in mind what the person in the scripture did. And you like, you know what? Let me try that out. And you do that. And the next thing you know, the next day worked out a little bit better. That is how I say mysterious ways it works. And I hope I don't sound crazy talking to you, because that's why I said when I speak about my faith, that's how it sounds. But that's how it works. And when you start seeing that unfold in your life, it brings you peace, because you understand, you know what? I don't know why I stopped hanging with you, but I do know one thing. I've been feeling a whole lot better since it happened. Well, you know what? I'm going to keep on doing what I was doing because it's working out for me. That's peace working in your life. When you have peace, it just feels so much better. You don't mind saying no. You have peace with it. You know what? Nick, can you come over here and do this? Nah, I ain't going to be able to do that. What? And the things that normally make you feel bad and normally weigh on your shoulders, it's not weighing on your shoulders. You're at peace with it. Find peace, ladies. Build your faith so that you can find peace. You are so satisfied with things not working out in your favor when you have built your faith up. You are so satisfied with things that don't go your way. Like when I can tell you, I'm queen catch a flat tire. I don't know nobody that catch more flat tires than me. I promise you I don't. And for a long time, it was a burden to me. It was just so irritating, and it's never a good thing. But now when I get a flat tire, I'm in the car like, dang, I must not supposed to have been going somewhere right now. I must needed to sit down for a minute and think, because sometimes that's what you need to do. We take everything bad that happens to us as something bad. Sometimes God needed to sit you down. Sometimes you needed 10 minutes to take a breather, and there was no other way you were going to take a breath. You would have not have stopped moving had you not have caught that flat tire. You would have still been going until your last breath had you not have caught that flat tire. And had you not stopped for that flat tire, you wouldn't have realized that your engine was overheating. And then if you didn't, I'm getting carried away. But you can see how I'm telling you, sometimes things happen to you in life for no reason and you can't understand it. Instead of allowing it to frustrate you, find the answer that you need. What am I supposed to be learning from this situation? This is happening to me because there's something right now I need to be learning. That's peace. That's understanding. That's knowing that everything that's happening to you is happening for your good. This comes with building your faith. And I'm telling you, I couldn't even speak to you like this a year ago because my faith wasn't there. My life wasn't there. And I'm not perfect. I make a whole lot of mistakes. I still take one more sip on that note. I still live my life. But, okay. Miss Amanda is here. Hello.
Hello. How are you today?
I am so glad to have you here. And we are talking about finding peace and how tapping into your faith helps you find peace. And I just want you to come in and first go ahead and speak to the ladies. Ladies, again, if you're just now tapping in, we are here live for Chitter Chatter. We are talking about peace, ladies. And how I found peace was through building my faith. And building your faith, getting closer to God, is what helps you find peace, because you understand how things flow. You understand why things happen. And you understand that everything you do has a consequence. Everything that you decide to do that you know is not according to what you should be doing has a consequence. And we have to be okay with receiving our blessings from God the same way we have to be okay with receiving our punishments sometimes, the same way we are from receiving our blessings, because we're okay as long as He's blessing us. As soon as we start going through a little trial and error, that's when our faith begins to waver. It has to be steady, because that's peace. Understanding that everything is happening for your good. And Miss Amanda, I want you to just come in and tap in on that and tell the ladies what you think about as far as how tapping into your faith helps you find your peace.
Well. Thank you guys. First of all, Uniqua, I want to say thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure to join you on your show and your time and your moment. And I also wanted to thank all our guests who's in our chat room. I saw Paula in there today. Welcome, Paula. I saw Kiwana in here today. Hello, how are you? Thanks for joining us
Thank
again.
you
It's
so much for
always
being
good
here,
to see
ladies.
you. Nikwa, you have some comments in here also that says great poem.
Thank you so
And
much.
Kiwana says she's loving the topic. Someone said great words. Angela Darlene is in here today. Welcome. It's my first time seeing you, but welcome. Someone said peace is priceless. Faith is the
Absolutely.
substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. So true. So true. And so, anyway, I just wanted to touch on that a little bit.
Thank you, ladies,
But
for all the comments. I actually can't see them at the moment. So, Miss Amanda, thank you for finally tapping in. Hello, Miss. Oh, I can see you now.
and I think I saw Dr. D on here today, Uniqua.
Hey, Dr. D. Now, let me tell you, I wrote her a poem in the 6th grade, and I still have it. Favorite principal.
Okay, so basically, this is what the first thing I want to do, Uniqua, is I want to read something to you when I think about peace. When I think about peace, the first thing that comes to me is Philippians 4 and 6. It says, "The Lord is near. Do not be anxious about anything. Instead, in every situation, with prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, tell your requests to God, and the peace that surpasses all understanding will guard your hearts and minds in Christ Jesus." And so when I think about that, Uniqua, I think about a lot of what you just said earlier. You was talking about people judging us. You was talking about when you had peace, when you started to experience peace, that you were able to walk away from certain things, walk away from certain people. And that's what I think about when I think about peace. It gives you a certain comfort.
Absolutely.
It puts you at a place where you have no worries because God is saying, I carry that peace. And He's telling you to guard your heart. Guard
Absolutely.
your heart because your heart is where that peace comes from. So if you can't allow yourself to be peaceful, then you're living a troubled life.
Absolutely.
So anytime you're at unrest, if you're in a point where you can't function or life is always uptight for you, if you're at a place where you can't even really think clearly, then you are not at a place of peace. And I think we've all, at some point in our lives, we might have been in that place where we wasn't experiencing peace. But
Absolutely.
I will tell you, being on the other side, when you finally tackle that thing, it's a place where you don't ever want to leave.
And
Because when you're at that place of peace, I'm telling you, you can walk away from anything. There is nothing or nobody that could interrupt your space, that can come in between you and that mighty power, that can stop you from obtaining your goals, that can slow you down when you're at a place of peace. So
absolutely.
to me, the part I really want to touch on, though, because we're talking about Black women now, we're talking about Black girl beauty, and we're talking about it's Women's Month. So I want to tap into some things that I see often. Oftentimes I see our colored women struggle to find that place of peace. Why? Because they're not guarding their heart. Let me
Absolutely.
tell you something, ladies. When you get to a point in life where, number one, you know how to say no, number two, you know how to say, I can't do this, and you feel okay about it. But when you allow people, places, things to come into your life and you don't know how to dismiss it, and you don't know how to say no, or you don't know how to say, listen, I just don't want to be in this no more. I don't want to be here no more. I don't want to be in this space no more. When
Absolutely.
you find that place of peace, let me tell you something. You don't ever want to go back because you don't ever want to be in that, because you'll know the difference. When you find peace, you will know, you know what? And you look back on your life and say, what took me so long?
What took me so long? Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm gonna jump in and add in onto that what you were saying, Mom, because that, Mom, I don't know whether to call you Miss Amanda or Mom in these moments, but that is exactly what it is, ladies. Sometimes when that's what I was saying, when you finally get into that peace, when that's why I said when you finally start seeing your blessings fall into line, strictly because you're doing what God told you to do, you're walking in your light, you're walking in the line, you're on the path that you're supposed to be on. You don't have no reason or no problem saying no to anything that pulls you off that path, because you now know. Listen, yesterday I decided that I was gonna go play with y'all today and have a little fun. And this is the first day that I decided to do that since I started on this path that I've been on. And today is the only day that I had an attitude. Today is the only day that things didn't go my way. That is a perfect sign.
But I heard you say earlier, Uniqua, you said you could be in a good mood right now, not you
Absolutely.
in general, but you're talking about people, or we as women can be in a good mood today, and somebody can walk in the room, or you could break a nail. I heard you say
break a nail,
and then when you break a nail, your whole mood has changed.
Absolutely.
But see, when you become in a place, when you get in that place of peace, I'm telling you, when you get in that place of peace, people that used to irritate you, things that used to irritate you,
they make you laugh.
You're
now.
able to recognize it even before it hits the ground. You're able to see it, and you're able to put yourself in a place where you say, you know what? I didn't even see that. I saw it, but I didn't see that, because it don't matter no more.
It don't.
What used to bother you,
being okay to deal with that or leave. And
that's
you
right.
now are in a position where you can see, you know what? Am I in the mood for you today? Or, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and let you do you, because it don't even bother me no more. That is a place of peace. That's a place of peace. That is how Black women need to exist amongst each other. Because when we're all peaceful, ladies, we won't irritate each other so much. We won't feel the need to be petty. We won't attack each other so much. I'm so at peace, baby. I don't even care that you over there doing what you're doing. I'm so at peace, baby. I'm happy for you. I'm so at peace. I don't feel the need to throw anything at you that's not peaceful.
And I want to say this. I gotta touch this. I gotta get this needle in this thing right here. Because my sisters, my Black women, when I think about my grandma Annie, and I didn't grow up around my grandma, but I used to go to South Carolina every summer, and I loved being around my grandma Annie, because she was a strong Black woman. And she dealt with different things. Well, in my grandfather Walter, he gave her trouble sometime, but guess what? She never broke. She might have bent a little bit, but she never broke, because she had that place of peace, and she wasn't going to let no man, no troubles, no nothing take away her place of peace. And I say this because I want to see our Black women. I want to see our colored women, because it affects our colored girls. I want to see that strength come back in our homes.
Absolutely.
I want to see that strength come back in our lives. When you're able to stand and say no and guard your heart, ladies, because when your heart is not right,
even if other people aren't okay with it.
That's right.
That is faith. Hey, Keelan, that is tapping into peace. That is getting to know yourself that is confidence.
And I want to take a moment. I want to take a moment because I heard you say Keelan. And I didn't give away my gift yet. Every week I give away something on your show.
Absolutely.
And God laid it on my heart because I have a goddaughter, my only daughter other than my daughter Uniqua, and her name is Keelan. And Keelan has listened to our show the last couple of weeks. And Keelan, I don't think she minds me telling y'all that she has 7 children, beautiful Absolutely. Children, and they're getting older now. But Keelan, I think you're ready for me to coach you. And so my gift my gift, you've been in my life and I've been in your life. But let me tell you something, we're going to take it to another level. My gift that I'm giving out this week is to coach my goddaughter for a whole year.
Hold
So
on,
that
girl.
means, Keelan, even though we talk, our talks are about to be different now. Because I want to do something different in your life. I want some things different to happen in your life. So don't you run from me on this one.
Don't run from us.
Don't you run from me. But I am going to coach. Keelan is my next student that I'm going to coach, and it's going to be life-changing for both of us.
You sure
So
you ready for the both
Keelan,
of us?
I hope you heard that. And tell me that you received that. Well, you could type it in the comments and let me know I heard you, Godmom.
You.
And so
Keelan ain't
that
no running. She said, Kiwana said, congratulations. No running, Kiki.
And so I'm going to grab a hold of my goddaughter, Keelan, because God don't make no mistakes. And Keelan, you've been on this live. You've been on this live for a couple of weeks, and you're not on here by accident.
She said, yes, I did, Mom.
She said, okay, I got you, Keelan.
Okay, God, sister,
and your package is on its way, Keelan. I am going to coach you, Keelan. We're going to take it to another level.
Gift. Congratulations, Keelan. We're gonna take a final sip to that, ladies.
We're gonna take a sip, ladies.
Did you come get some hot?
And I'm gonna speak, Nikwa, on taking a sip. Uniqua, because when we first started this show, I don't know if you noticed, your dad was calling you.
I talked about
it. And so he called my phone. And so
I don't even like y'all talking.
So he called my phone and he wanted to know why you was having a drink on the show.
Did you tell him I was 30 years old?
So since we're talking about peace,
But did you tell him I was 30
since we're talking about peace now, because you said you don't let nobody take away your peace. Since you're talking about peace, you know, I thought we would explain. I would take the time to explain to him, because when you first told me, when I first saw that you popped it on me in the middle of a live, we're talking about peace now.
Mm-hmm.
And you popped it on me in the middle of a live one time. I know you remember your very first live, and it shocked me. But what I told your dad is, I said, this is her show. She likes, doing it. I said her fans like it. The fans that she has, those are her fans, and they like they like her show. They have a drink with her. Some of them do, some of them don't. Hi, Angela. Oh, okay, that's Angela Darlene. How are you? And so I wanted to explain that part too. Maybe you need to invite your dad on your show.
This is a lady show. It's a lady show.
Maybe you need to wait a minute. Hear me out. Maybe you need to invite your dad on your show one day and have a conversation, because we're talking about peace and having an understanding, guarding your heart, and allowing people, sometimes you need, even though this is a Black Girl Beauty, sometimes you need that man's perspective. Sometimes you need that man's perspective and to be able to hear them out, because we're representing Black women. And I want you ladies, anybody who has any questions or any concerns about peace, that's struggling trying to find peace, go to www.blackgirlbeauty.org. That's blackgirlbeauty.org. And you can, that's the group. You can also tap into that group. Join that Facebook group. It's called blackgirlbeauty.org. Also, you can go to our website. Fill out the form, leave your information so that I can contact you. We have a free webinar coming up, and that's at www.blackgirlbeauty.org. Go to the website, submit your information. If it's not you, you may know someone that needs some help, that needs some coaching, that need to join this webinar where we coach women and girls about, getting to know themselves, whether we're talking about peace, whether we're talking about love. We talk about different topics every month. So be sure to go to that website, submit your information so you can join in our next free webinar. So Uniqua, I was just mentioning to you about that because men have a perspective too. And even though this is a woman's show, he was calling in the middle of your show about,
doing too much.
Drinking. So did you want to touch on that?
No, I don't.
Okay.
But what I do want to do is say right here while my mother is on live, we're typing into Black Girl Beauty. And while I was saying about peace, ladies, you have to be okay with living your life regardless to what anyone has to say, especially when you know that you are living within the when you know you're not doing too much. I keep trying to sound some type of way for you guys. When you know you're not doing the most, don't let someone try to deter you from your path, because people have a way of trying to expect you to be perfect in an imperfect world.
Well,
And what I'm
Uniqua, you
saying is,
also touched on
hold on one
you
second,
touched on
one second. Hold on,
Christians now. You
What we said was we were working on you interrupting me.
but
Hold on for
wait a
one
minute.
second.
But you
But,
touched
but
on
wait on one
you.
second. But wait 1 second. What we are gonna do is, ladies, understand that first of all, my father calling me in the beginning of this live to try to convince me not to have a drink is completely bizarre, because that's what I want you parents to understand. Your children are grown. So it's okay for you to say what you say and feel how you feel, but to act as if you think that you can say it and demand it and they're gonna do it just because you said, like when he was really calling my phone as if I was gonna pick up and he was gonna be, hey, no drinking. And I was gonna be like, okay, I'm 30 years old. Let's sit back, relax, and kick off
Well,
our
the
shoes.
reason why I
Find
brought
peace. It's
the
okay.
reason the
I'm not expecting my parents to be okay with me having
and
10
I
million
wanted
drinks. But
Uniqua,
understand that I'm gonna have one or two, and
but
I'm going to be
Uniqua,
respectable
that's
in
what I
those
wanted
two,
you to
and and
touch
and and
on.
and, and, none, and nothing else matters.
Okay, let
As
me
long
finish.
as you're
Wait,
respectable
wait.
and
Let
you're
me
still
finish
handling your
now.
business and you're
Let
doing
me
everything that you
finish.
need to do,
Let me
nothing
get
else
in here.
matters.
Let me get
Parents
in here and
do
say a
way
word.
too much.
Let me get
Way
in
too
here and
much.
say a
I'm not
word
asking
now.
anyone's opinion about me having a drink. I'm not doing that.
Okay, let me finish.
I
Let me tap it.
I don't expect
Girl.
you. And my parents have a way of really going overboard because they don't drink. It's the people that don't drink that do the most.
But wait a minute.
Do the most.
But I want. But what I was trying to touch on. Can I talk now?
I'm gonna let you talk.
Can I talk
Before
now?
she talks, you know what we're
Thank
gonna do,
you.
ladies?
Thank you.
We're gonna take one more sip.
Thank you. Now don't interrupt me. What I was saying is, I'm glad you're at a place of peace, because when you first did your first show and you pulled out your first drink, honestly, you shocked me too, because I didn't know you were going to pull out the drink on the
Yes, you did.
live. So what
You
I'm
knew
trying
I
to
was
say
gonna
to
pull out
you,
drink. I always do.
what let me finish talking. What I'm trying to say to you, out of love, sometimes parents kind of do go overboard a little bit.
That's not out of love.
And
it's out of annoyance. I am not 16. Like, it'll be different if your child is. I'm 30 years old.
Okay,
Calm down.
I'm just letting you.
Down.
I'm just. I'm
Calm
letting
down.
you know the man called. I'm letting you know the man called.
I got the same call. I know he called.
And
Y'all
that he called.
A little too Look, when parents agree on something that you shouldn't be doing, now they're best
and he
friends.
called my phone.
They're gonna sit and have a conversation about
And
what you should be
he
doing
called
together.
my phone.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not here for it. I'm not here for it. This is a ladies' show, and that is what it is. Find a place of peace, lady, so that you can understand that. Do you see? I had a whole cup and another one, and I'm still standing here in front of you, ladies, still perfect and poised. Not perfect.
Okay,
poised.
I wanted to say
all over the camera.
I wanted to say, can I say something for a minute? I wanted
Yes,
to say to Kiwanis Young, I wanted to say thank you, Kiwanis. She invited
thank you so
Angela
much for tuning
Darlene.
in. We really appreciate you.
She invited Angela Darlene. Kiwanis has been really hanging with us, and I got a chance to talk to Kiwanis about some future things that she's got going on, and I'm excited to be able to coach her a little bit, and I'm excited that she finds value in even coming back and even inviting someone else. And that's what it's all about, ladies. It's about us reaching out to another sister and inviting them or sharing the material with them. Take the time to share. Take the time to watch. Start a watch party.
Some comments. Tell a friend about it. This is Chitter.
That's right.
And I'm. It's so blessed that we have an unseasoned and a seasoned Black
Absolutely,
but
because see, I like to touch on this too. I talked about Black Girl Beauty, but see, she keeps interrupting me today,
no,
y'all.
You keep interrupting me.
She don't want me to get. She don't want me to get my stuff out.
Black Girl Beauty,
no.
Chitter Chatter. This is not the Amanda
She do not
show.
want me to get my stuff out. But what I really wanted to say is, y'all young girls need to act like y'all got some peace. because
y'all
y'all walk.
older women need to act like you
y'all
know
walk
some
around.
things.
Y'all young girls walk around here like y'all don't understand what's going on. I started telling you about my
seasoned and unseasoned.
I started telling you about my grandmom because I remember my grandmom and my aunts. They are women of strength. And when I see this younger generation, I'm not putting y'all down. God knows I'm not. I want to lift y'all up. I need y'all to show some strength. I need y'all to show that you know how to say no. I need you to show that you don't have to do everything everybody else is out here doing.
But you don't have to.
That's what I need y'all to do.
Just be like, listen, you doing what you want to do, because this is something that seasoned ladies need to hear. You doing what you want. Why parents always want to come at you with the you don't have to do everything everyone else is doing. I want to do this. This is what I'm doing. I'm doing what I want to do. It has nothing to do with anyone else. It's okay to do what you want to do.
First of all, I wasn't speaking on Uniqua when I said that.
I'm not speaking on.
I'm speaking on the younger generation as a whole. I'm speaking of when I look at the world today, and I look at this younger generation today. I'm seeing some lost souls out here. That's what I'm saying. And it hurts me. It saddens my heart. So that's why I want to invite them again. www.blackgirlbeauty. The link is on the screen. blackgirlbeauty.org. Please tap in. Please share with another woman.
Absolutely.
Tell them about our worship and workout. I'm sorry, on Wednesdays.
And be clear.
Our worship and workout on Wednesdays.
Women, it's the seasoned women as well. I know a lot of lost souls.
Oh yeah, it's definitely
that need to tap into some peace, that need to tap into some love, that need to let go of some petty. Every episode that I've had thus far, because I find it funny, Miss Amanda keeps saying the younger generation and what we do. The older generation, first of all,
because Kiwanis agrees with me. She said, listen, because she subs in school.
Let's be clear. The season is 41 and up. Unseasoned is 40 and down.
Okay, but see, this is the deal, Uniqua.
Both generations have lost souls, and I
agree with that. But see, this is the deal, Uniqua.
Tap into that as a whole.
Uniqua, this is the deal, and then I'm gonna let you go, and I'm gonna let you close on your show. But this is the deal. The deal is, as a 20-year-old, as a 30-year-old, and even a 40-year-old, I don't want to see this younger generation lose on life before they get an opportunity to live life. Once you reach your 40s and 50s, you done lived a little bit. And it's not too late for you to get it right at that age. But I'm trying to tap into this younger generation before they get too far gone. That's why I often bring up the younger generation. Now, I'm going to say one more time before do you have time to answer a previous? Yes. Do you have a question?
Ma'am.
What's your question?
What's the question?
Somebody said, Angela said, we all have to respect each other no matter what the ages are. And absolutely. I 100% agree with that.
I 100% agree. No matter what the ages. Now, I take that back. 18 and under, don't tell your kids what to do. I am not against that. Parents, do not be your child's friend. Put them in line. Let them know we needed that.
Okay, I'm trying to see what the previous question was.
Yes, I want to know what it was as well.
Let me see what the question was that somebody asked. I think I did see a question. Can you share some
not
peace?
One of those unseasoned.
Wait a minute. She said
we don't need rules and discipline because we do every rule, every beat, and everything I got. I needed to get
okay,
in.
Let me find this one out. Somebody said, and I'm hoping this is the question. Can you share some peace tips? Okay, so I would like to share some peace tips. Number one, I would like to share, I think we all need a mentor. We all need a mentor in our life to help guide us, because some of us, honestly and truly, some of us just don't know. And then I think as older women like myself, I think we need to help each other and connect and go to social groups, join social groups, and we need to talk about it like we're talking now. And
absolutely.
we will have more events where we have open, circles where you can come in and you can talk. And we would love to even invite some women on our lives to talk about it with us. But peace, let me tell you something, ladies, and some peace tips is It's okay to be by yourself sometime and replenish, restore, and rebuild your life up. If you find yourself in a place where you're not at peace, it's time to step back a little bit, step away. That may mean turning your phone off. That may mean staying off social media. That may be saying, telling your family, I can't talk right now, or step away for a couple
Absolutely.
months, or even a year, if whatever it takes. Because let me tell you something, y'all, life is short. And when you don't have peace in your life, you're losing it. And you don't want to cut your days short. You want to have an opportunity to live a good and prosperous life. And when your life is not peaceful, it's hard to move up. It's hard to reach your goals. It's hard to find happiness. It's hard to love other people. It's hard to do all of that when you do not have peace.
Absolutely.
I hope I was able to answer your question.
And I'm gonna give you my I only have one piece tip. I've been saying it the whole night. Get close to God. That is my only piece tip. Because one thing about it, we are all different. As Black women, we all live different lives. We've all had different struggles. We've all been through different things. I don't know what you need. You may not even know what you need, but God does. And that is the biggest tip that I can give you, because I'm gonna tell you, when I was at a point in my life at a moment, and nobody that even knows me could even tell you this, because I wear it so well. In my mind, I had so many issues: angry, mad, sad, and I didn't even know why or what it was going on. It really took me sitting down and really just praying, like, God, what's wrong with me? What's up? What's going on? And that's why in my poem I said, some of us don't know how to pray. Some of us feel like we like, I don't even know how to pray. I don't know what to say. You don't have to know what to say. You can literally, hey, God, what's up? What's going on? What's up with me? He's gonna give you an answer, and then the life is gonna reveal to you what you need to do, and you just start living by that, and that will bring you to all the answers that you need. Start reading your Bible.
Amen. Absolutely.
Start
That is the
getting to
biggest
know
tip.
God, and He will act. I'm gonna say accidentally, because that's why I said sometimes it sounds crazy. And this is the only tip that I'm telling you. I live by this. And anyone who knows me, I call my friends up. Hey, listen, just go and talk to God, see what He say. And sometimes He can't come tap you on the shoulder and be like, "Hey, Neek, what's going on?" But if you ask God a question, and you're like, what do I need to do to get myself together? And you turn on your TV and they be like, hey, what you need to do is go to the mall. It sounds crazy, but if I was you, I'd get up and go to the mall. You don't know what you're going to bump into there. You don't know what's going to happen.
So
You don't know what
it
atmosphere.
sounds like to me, Uniqua, what I'm hearing, and I think this is your tip too.
Do you think it? Do you think?
You you have tapped into the Holy Spirit, and I'm so happy to hear that. You have tapped, and I always knew this was in you, Uniqua, because you were speaking in tongue when you was 8, 9 years
Can
old.
I finish telling the people about
But
my tip?
but wait a minute. You have the Holy Spirit is what's happening in your life, and that's the biggest tip you can give people. I'm going to let you finish giving your tip, and I'm going to tip on out of here. It was a pleasure being with you ladies tonight. For those of you who if you have any more questions, please go to www.blackgirlbeauty.org. Submit your information so you can sign up for our newsletters. We send out stuff. Come to our next webinar. We would love to have you. Angela Hodge, it's such a pleasure to see you on here. Kiwanis, you are awesome.
You are seeing a mother and daughter come together. This is Black Girl Beauty.
Yes,
ladies and gentlemen, we're tapping into a whole nother level and moving into a whole nother phase. And I'm telling you, you guys, all of this began with tapping into faith. Like you have to know me to understand. I'm not gonna tell you something I don't believe. I'm not gonna say something to you that I just don't believe is real, because it's really hard for me to be fake. It's like it irritates me when I'm around people that are doing stuff that's not real. It irritates me. And I say that to say I can't give you a tip other than the only tip I could have given myself, which was, if you really want to find peace, get closer to God. Because the answer, you may not even know what it is. It's just going to find its way to you somehow, some way. And it's going to come so mysterious. But if you really follow it and really, is this the answer I'm supposed to take? Take it. See if it's the answer. If it worked, if the next day works out for you the way you thought it would or should, if it would happen, like, hey, it's a little weird that this happened, but maybe it's happening because it's just happening. Or maybe it's happening because you ask God to remove things or change things in your life, and he's working and he's being mysterious. And this topic right here may have been the hardest topic for me to come into front of you guys and speak on, because I don't want to sound hypocritical. I don't want to sound crazy. I don't want to sound like I'm telling you something that is just so bizarre. It says, so why is she even thinking like that? But that's my relationship with God, and that's how he builds me. And that is how he has groomed and brought me to where I am today. I would be nowhere without him. And I said that in the poem. If I were living for me, I'd be dead and gone, because I had no clue. And when I wear my emotions very well. I had to get closer to God to really understand why things were happening, the way things were happening, and understand that it's not going to stop happening until I decide to get myself together. And he gave me all the answers I needed. And I just want to, again, thank all you ladies for tapping in, and thank all you ladies for tuning in. And I hope I didn't sound too crazy or too bizarre, and I hope you really hear where I'm coming from. And if you don't have a relationship with God, it's not too late to tap in, but don't feel like you have to be perfect. We all make mistakes. You just have to be willing to believe and trust in him, and train yourself and mold your life to do what his word says to do. It's just, we're trying to be as like Christ. We will never be Christ. That is the thing. And I want you ladies to find peace, because that's what we need as Black women. My peace and your peace may not be the same. What I need to gain peace might not be the same thing you need. But if I'm tapping into my peace and you're tapping into your peace, and she's tapping into her peace and she's tapping into her peace, when we come around each other, we are peaceful, ladies. We are able to tolerate each other. We're enjoying each other. We're really hearing what each other have to say. I can share my information with you and grasp yours without being petty, without being hateful, without being negative, without doing all the things that turn us away from each other. I can really, really, really love a Black woman or love a Black man or love freely and peacefully when you tap into peace. What we need, ladies, is peace. And I thank all you ladies for tuning in. Thank all you ladies for commenting and being a part of this conversation. This is Black Girl Beauty, ladies. You guys have really brought this to a whole nother level, tuning in and commenting and being a part of this episode here with me. What we need is peace, so we can love each other, so we can get to know each other. If you haven't yet added, join the group blackgirlbeauty.org on Facebook. Send me a message, or you can Google the group and add yourself so we can send you an invite. We want all you ladies to tap into it. We're trying to build and be a better brand and just be better, ladies. And next week, our topic is going to be, what is Black Girl Beauty? And now, we've been speaking on beauty and Black Girl Beauty for a long time, but next week, we're going to go into depth into what is Black Girl Beauty. Because if you can tell me you know the answer right now, I change the topic. Go ahead and jump into the group and tell me you know the answer to what Black Girl Beauty is, and we won't discuss it. That's the thing. We're going to stop ignoring who we are and what we are, and we're going to get to know it. We're tapping into those juicy topics, ladies. What is Black Girl Beauty is what we were discussing next week. Thank you, ladies, for tuning in. You know we got to close out with one more sip of Layhawk. It's St. Patrick's Day. Pinch yourself if you don't have on green. I don't have on green. I had to finish the live. I had to finish drink for you guys. Have a great night. Thank you for tuning in. Share. Tell all your friends about it. And join me here next Thursday at 8 p.m. for Chitter Chatter yet again. I am so thankful to have you guys. Love you. See you then.